August the 23rd, 2023. Guys, you're looking at a Cat 4 hurricane setting just off the coast of Florida. It's 130 miles an hour, which that's where they begin. And you can see hurricane warnings over in Georgia and South Carolina where the storm is going to exit. Now, this is very important because we were afraid it would become a Category 4, and I emphasized for the last 2 or 3 days to get out. Guys, already, before it has come ashore, there's 130,000 customers that have lost power. This was just updated a few minutes ago, 6:37. The area that you see with the different oranges and reds are the places most effective. Here you got Wakulla County, you got 17,744 out. Here in Jefferson County, 2,000 out. Here at Taylor County, you got 6,000, 5,000. In Dixie, you've got Lafayette County, 1970, and it goes on and on. But again, customers out, 130,000 already. It has not fully come ashore yet. The center circulation hasn't. Here's our satellite images, guys. The sun is not quite over the Gulf yet this morning. Waiting on some coffee. What I'm going to do is just come in and give you the basic updates, and then as I drink my coffee, I'm going to go through some other details, some cameras and things like that, and see what I can find. But you're setting it looks like now that the eyes just come ashore. Look right there. You can see how widespread this is. It's hard to see right now with out the sun on top of it, so let's go to infrared. Here we go, guys. The Cat 4. The eye is just touching the shore right there. You're about to get a very calm section of it in this northern part of the Big Bend, right there. Then it's gonna, all hell's gonna break loose again, guys. I hope no one's in this area because a Cat 4 at 130 mile per hour sustained winds is total destruction. To the right of this eye, in this section, all the way around to Apalachicola, you should be getting north winds and northeast winds coming at you now. As it moves further ashore, you're going to see that intensify because it's not going to weaken that much before it's back out over the ocean. So all of my friends in Georgia, Carolina, be aware you've got hurricane warnings offshore, along the shore now. All the models are very tight. This was updated at 7:30 Central Time, which would have been about 22 minutes ago. Here's your Navy model right there in the purple. Canadian model is right on top of it. We're still seeing some dipping, but I don't see that wrap around. Everything seems to be pulling back out. We're going to have to watch it, though, because it's going to be right over the Caribbean at this point. Now, let's take a look at our radar images, guys. Perry, Florida, you're under the gun right there. Check that out. There's a lot of other places all along this coastline here, and this is the point there where Apalachicola is. Tallahassee's to your left. Lake City, you're under the gun. Looks like Valdosta, Georgia, this storm may go just under you. But look what's happening out here already where the hurricane warnings are in Georgia. Tornadoes are coming ashore. These outside feeder bands always do that. But, guys, this is north of Waycross, and this is coming ashore. This is probably 50 miles or so north of the Florida-Georgia line, right in there. I can't read that, but you know where it's at. So even though you're this far away from the storm, right now you have to be very concerned because these can be, in a small way, just as dangerous as a hurricane in that area that they strike. But, guys, look at this. Cat 4, the eye is still visible as it comes ashore right there. And Tallahassee there's Gainesville, Lake City there, St. Augustine to the right. But it looks like Waycross, Valdosta, you're going to get scammed by this thing. Hinesville, just pay attention. Here's Savannah right up in this area. And this is where it's supposed to exit. Right now it seems to be moving pretty much in this direction and expected to curve back out. And just sliding this a little to the west, guys. Here's Panama City. You're right out of the main part of it right now. Definiac Springs, Dothan, Troy. This is, again, Panama City. You're going to be dealing with Pensacola area coming into here. So far, it looks like the worst of it is away from you, but you should be getting some very strong north winds at this time. And let's look at that area just west of the storm. This is Calypso Towers and Panama City Beach. It's on Front Beach Road. You can see it's not that bad right now. The tide is out. You even still have some beach chairs stacked up there, and you see a couple of folks to the right. But this is on the, and if you look at the clouds, guys, you can see they're moving offshore in the top. So that's the side of the storm you're on. Very lucky indeed. The folks back to your east are not so lucky. Now, I know that the governor and the different staff have set up tremendous amount of power trucks, electrical company trucks, and repair trucks like that. They're going to wait out the storm till it comes through, and then they're going to be pushed right in there on top of you. So if you're stuck there without power, help is on the way. But, guys, we haven't seen the pictures from that area yet, and it may take quite a while for it to be restored. Now, quick clip from Jim Cantori down in Cedar Key, Florida.
The surge is coming into Cedar Key. I just wanted to come down here for one or two shots while I can. All right, we've got about 3 feet of surge already, and we know the forecast here is about
to flood some roads, and water is already beginning to rise up buildings in Gulfport. IDALIA is now a Category 4 hurricane with maximum sustained winds of 130 miles per hour, and we are already seeing strong gusts on shore. 2 major bridges that span Tampa Bay were shut down due to high winds as of 3:30 a.m. local time. The Sunshine Skyway and Howard Frankland, according to the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. Nearly 18,000 customers are without power in neighboring Pinellas County and almost 50,000 across the state.
Now, they're saying the storm's going to take a long time because it's so big to pass through. So don't be in any hurry to try to get out and look at anything right now. You're more than likely you get blown away. Guys, just keep in mind all the safety precautions. Look at the storm surge there on that bottom floor. Take all precautions. Don't get out and try to drive through deep water and drown, because you could also be running across electrical wires, things like that. We're going to update this very quickly. We're going to get a little light on the subject here, guys, but we're watching it. You watch it. I hope and pray that most of you evacuated. You notice up at the top there, 130 mile per hour winds at 6 a.m. this morning, Cat 4. Heads up, be safe.